Hey everybody, Lois with Ellie Grace's Attic here with a live craft. Today we're going to do a birthday bag craft. I talked about it last week and I didn't get a chance to do it, and it's been sitting here and I'm like, oh, I want to do that so bad. Last week I celebrated my 53rd birthday on Thursday, and I received a beautiful gift from a beautiful friend in a gorgeous bag. My favorite color is pink and she knows that, so thank you, friend, for thinking of me even down to the smallest detail to the color of the bag. But this is the bag. It's just a simple like craft bag with handles, but I loved the color scheme. You'll see it's got pink and gold and some brown. It just reminded me of the beach, of like a beautiful sunset on the beach. And so I'm like, I save all my bags to recycle. Yeah, hold on, I'm just gonna mess with the light got clicked off somehow. There we go, there's a little bit of light. That might help you see me better. Now you can see all these beautiful colors in here. But anyway, I recycle all my bags. I keep them to re-give them or do crafts with, and most of the time, I've done a couple of paper bag crafts, but most of the time they do get re-given, whether it's to my family or friends or whoever, not to the same person. But I wanted to do some type of craft with this, and so that's why we're here today. I just want to be able to look at these beautiful colors and just be reminded of that sweet friend that gave me this gift. And so I'm going to put it, you can't see, it's not really finished, but I have kind of a gallery wall going in my art studio. It's over here to my left. And so it's going to go up there. So I'm going to show you what to do just to give you an idea of what to do with those gift bags. If you get a pretty one that you like, or you can even do this, you'll see what I do will be easily interchangeable for the holidays, for seasons. You can do that. So what I have here is a portrait or picture painting, I guess you will, print. You can see that I got it for $1, I think that's, oh, I'm sorry, $5.99. I got it at Goodwill. It wasn't Goodwill, some thrift store. Anytime I see nice size framed art, I grab it, because I'm like, you know what, that, even though that is the shore, it's not necessarily my style, but I can totally work with that and do something different with it that is my style. So the frame was actually black and some other color, and I just painted it a nice soft truffle brown. I used the Waverly truffle chalk paint. That's what I painted it with, and I'm probably going to leave it just like this to give it that just rustic wood look situation. So that's the frame. So then all I did was it had these little metal tabby things. I just pulled those back with a butter knife and got the art out and got the glass out. I had to clean the glass really good. It was pretty nasty, so make sure you clean it. I just took it downstairs and sprayed it with some glass cleaner and got it really good and clean. So then I have this nice mat, which wasn't in terrible condition. So I'm not gonna paint it, I'm not gonna do anything. I think I'm gonna reuse it. And so to get the artwork out, it's kind of just glued together. So very gently, I just kind of picked up one corner and I'm kind of running my finger down it to get it up. It comes apart like that, very gently. You don't want to tear the mat. I'm not worried about the picture behind it. So now I got it off, and I took up a little bit, but you'll see it's just kind of hot glued on there, okay? So I'm going to kind of peel back these wispies that we got. It is a nice print, but again, not my style. So we've got that off. So now we've got our bag. Like I said, you could do you could do this with, if you want to put another print on there, you could, or some of your kids' artwork or whatever, but I want to reuse this bag. So I'm just going to take it, I'm going to cut it down the crease on the side there. It doesn't have to be perfect because the ends are going to be hidden with what we're doing. I want to stay close to the edge, but again, it doesn't have to be, like I said, perfect. We're just cutting it out. Love this bag, it's so pretty. And as you can see, I'm only using one side of it. Okay. I still have the back side if I want to do something with that. So now you'll see I have this. I got to pop off the handle because we don't need that. And oh, did I tear it? I sure did. Very gently. I think this part's going to be hidden. Don't tear your thing. Very gently peel off the handle. I think it's okay. Again, some of this is going to be hidden. Okay. No, yeah, we didn't tear it. So now you'll see I'm just left with this, the pretty part. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of center it over that, and we're going to tack it down. I could go back with hot glue, but I really don't need to. I have a tape runner. I got this at Hobby Lobby in the craft section. In the scrapbook section, you can get it something like this at Walmart, anywhere they sell craft supplies. All it is, this is actually a glue dot runner, permanent, and you'll see it's got the tape in there, and I'm just gonna run that down the edges of my bag, like so, and you'll see when I rolled it, it leaves, can you see the tape right there? And that's sticky. So we're just gonna do that just in like little, oopsie, 3-inch little, or 1 to 2 inches little sections. I'm not going down the whole thing. Get your corners. Just go all the way around the edges. And I'm gonna do a couple of long ones or a few down the middle. And so you'll see I got that little tape all over it. And now I'm just gonna kind of center it. Really just kind of eyeballing it over that print. And we're gonna smooth it out really good. And so now we covered up that print and we got this beautiful background. Okay, now I'm gonna take my mat and I'm just gonna put it back over it. It still has a little bit of sticky, but if it's not super sticky, well, I might hit it with the tape. But this is what it's gonna look like. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is just take my tape runner instead of hot gluing, because it's gonna be under glass and in that frame, so it's gonna be under some pressure that's gonna hold it. I'm just gonna hit the edges, the corners, and the center of each side, and then I'm gonna tack it down like that. Just line it up. And kind of press down. And there you go. I could frame it just like that and it technically would be a pretty piece of art. But I'm going to show you a fun way to do. Now I could paint directly on that, or we could take our glass that I cleaned, this minus my fingerprints that are on here, and I'm going to lay this on top of the glass, the art, and we're going to paint directly onto that. onto the glass, okay? And I'm gonna show you how. Actually, I need to put my design down first. So what I did was I went on my computer. You can print off any design that you want to use. I designed this in Photoshop. Just used some fonts that I liked. And it says, God is within her, she will not fall. Psalm 46:5, one of my favorites. And I want to be able to look up and see this inspiration and be reminded of my sweet friend at the same time. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Let me back my glass off because I got ahead of myself. I measured beforehand the inside of my mat and realized that I'm going to need my design. I want to say it was like 8 by 10 on the inside. So I said, well, I want my design to be 7 by 9. So I did my design on the computer, printed it out on 8.5 by 11, and then cut it down to 7 by 9. And I'm just going to kind of center it in here. I don't think I really need to tape it because I don't think it's going to move, but I am going to put just a little tiny baby piece of masking tape on it so it doesn't go far. And I'm going to kind of just barely tape it so it doesn't tear. And now we're going to lay our glass back down. This is a really easy way to paint things like this onto glass. You can also do this if you have like an acrylic piece or something like that. It's very forgiving because if I get to painting and I'm like, I don't like that, all I need to do is get a hot rag and a little bit of elbow grease before it dries super hard. It'll be a little bit, you can still get it off after it dries. It's just gonna be a little bit more elbow grease. But if I mess up, I just get a hot rag, warm rag, and I can wipe it right off, let it dry, start over. I can paint this design, and next season or 3 months from now, if I decide, you know what, I want to look at a different design, simply pull your glass, clean it with some warm water, warm sudsy water, or even a glass cleaner. As long as you didn't seal it, it'll come right off. And you can put a new design. So that's what's fun about doing it this way. So I normally use Uniposca paint pens. This is my favorite brand. They're water-based. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. This is the super fine point, I think, and I think this one is fine point. This one is just called paint marker. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And you want to shake it up really good like this. I know I'm probably shaking the camera. And then I'm going to kind of test it over on my board and make sure the paint's flowing. And then we're just going to make sure your glass is in place, it's not moving. And I'm just going to trace over the design. Very simple. And so we're going to go. So easy. So easy. I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna keep this one even up here, maybe. No, I think I might go with the fine point on this one because I don't want it to be too chunky. So easy, friends. Once you get your design traced and you pick up your glass and you don't like it, you can come back with the fine point or whatever and touch it up. Or you can just go back over like I just did because I messed that up. And we're almost done. You don't have to really press down too hard because if you press down too hard, it'll splotch out paint. So just a light hand. Boom. Okay, now for our scripture reference. Cute. All right, that is all there is to that. I don't think I have any wet spots, but I'm gonna move it. And it looks like this on the glass. I know you can't really see it, but it's reflecting my light, but there it is. I'm gonna take off that, let me move this right here before I bust it. Take off this very gently. And I'm gonna put this glass back over it. Oh, I got some dusties under it, hold on. Okay, and, oh, I totally forgot to cross my T. Hold on. There we go. So now it looks like this. Right, we painted directly onto, whoop, can you see it? It's reflecting. There we go, I'm gonna get it closer for you. It's gonna reflect the light a little bit, but that's what it looks like. And we're gonna put the frame around it. So easy and a very forgiving way to paint. Let me try to see if I can get it together for you without smudging anything. We'll see. I can do it. Well, maybe not. I'm gonna have to put it together off the camera because the glass was very snug in there. But I'm gonna get it back in the frame and I'll take a picture of the final product, but you'll see it's gonna come back. It's gonna look super cute once I get it in there. So there we go with our, I wish it wouldn't be reflecting the light. Let me see, can I get it at a good angle? I don't know, I can't really get it at a good spot. But it's super cute, a great way to recycle those gift bags. I love it. It's gonna look great up on my wall, and it's gonna be a reminder of my sweet friend and what the Lord says about me. Such an encouraging word. So try this, get an old frame get a new frame from the dollar store. They're only $1 or $2, or pick up some thrifted frames like I did. Don't be afraid to change the color. All I did was a light sand and painted it with that chalk paint, and then recycled my bag for the background under the mat, and I took a paint pen and painted or traced right onto the glass my design. So yeah, I hope this inspires you to do something crafty with all those old gift bags that you have. So I love you guys, and I will see you later this week with something else crafty. I got some stuff lined up for you guys. So Danielle, I see you. Thank you, friend. If you guys recycle some old bags, come back and share them on the page. I would love to see your projects. So take care. Mwah.